How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Competition is heating up. There's a lot of advertising going on right now. I know I made a video last week talking about how much marketing budget some of these companies have. I'm talking BlackRock, Fidelity, both having $100 million plus budgets. I mean, Fidelity had a $90 million budget. And that was 30 years ago. So the thing is, these companies are already starting to produce commercials. The second one just came out from Bitwise. Another one came out from a different ETF provider. I want to talk about this, talk about why it's important, and go through some of the upcoming catalysts in the crypto world. Now, if you haven't seen my video earlier today, I would highly suggest going and watching it. It covers a lot of the news. It talks about why crypto, specifically Bitcoin, can create generational wealth over the following years. So I'll put that video on the end screen. Literally click on it as soon as this video is done. It will be awesome if you haven't seen that video already. Also, just a heads up, there are a couple links underneath the video. In case you haven't already signed up for Margex, there's still time. You can see crypto's racing up. We've been making huge gains on some of our holdings here. This says no KYC, no VPN. You can sign up with it underneath the video. You get a deposit bonus that can cover some fees. There's also a link down there to Blowfin, where you can get also USDT. This doesn't last much longer, about 4 more days. So you can go sign up, deposit, start trading. And they have over 270 plus trading pairs, and they use Fireblock, so super safe. Now, let's get on to the news. So I covered this in this morning's video. BlackRock met again with the SEC to discuss their spot ETF. This was from yesterday. A lot of people are starting to cover it now. But BlackRock met, their head of ETFs met, their head of cryptocurrency met with the NASDAQ. They're talking about switching over from the GBTC trust, or the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, over to a spot ETF. That is what seems like they're talking about. But we know some companies like Bitwise are already starting to do advertising. So it seems like this is almost a done deal. Like Bitwise posted the most interesting man in the world commercial the other day. It seems like they actually have multiple. So let me play this one for you. And then there's another company that's also advertising.
Thought you would like to know. Satoshi sends his regards.
So Satoshi sends his regards. A little bit different than the last commercial. But then we have a new one. This one just came out. Let me play this for you.
I'm coming in hot.
Don't want to play too much of that in case it demonetizes me. But basically saying, hey, stocks aren't crypto. Fixed income isn't crypto. Precious metals aren't crypto. So you should go with a crypto-focused firm. Hashdex. I mean, the ad wars are starting for cryptocurrency. As I said, there's so much money too. Hashdex here is already engaging with the SEC like all the other companies. Last week, they met with them with members from SEC's Division of Corporate Finances and Division of Trading Markets. Everyone wants a piece of these fees, and I've talked about this at length, why that is, but the wars are starting. I love it. I want to see Hashdex, I want to see BlackRock, I want to see Fidelity, I want to see ARK Invest. I want to see them using all their resources, all their marketing channels, all their ad budget. I want to see all of it going into crypto, because this will cause people to realize, oh, hey, I didn't realize BlackRock or Fidelity suggested we buy cryptocurrency. Maybe I should talk to someone about that. They'll call them up. They'll call up their financial advisors. They'll say, hey, should I have some allocation? And then they'll start thinking about this. They'll start putting it on their radar. After, let's say you have a traditional financial advisor, but you're a little bit more degen than your financial advisor. You might say, hey, should I be in Bitcoin? They say, no, it's too risky. And then it goes and gets approved. The price moves up. Maybe you just pay attention to it more, kind of like when you buy a new car and then you see that car like all over the place. Like you want to buy Bitcoin, but you decide not to, but then you see it moving up. You see all the news on it all over the place. You're going to get pissed and go probably buy Bitcoin somewhere. So people are going to see these advertising dollars everywhere. I mean, this is just two companies, and it's just going kind of around Twitter right now. But I guarantee you, there will be companies that put this in the Super Bowl. There will be companies that put this up all over on subways. There are going to be companies that put this everywhere. It makes sense because they make so much money from this. And as crypto grows, as Bitcoin goes up and triples, their fees are going to explode. They're going to make so much money. So I get why they're doing it, and they're already making these ads. Do you start marketing for something, or do you start spending millions of dollars getting commercials ready unless you think it's a dead bang lock? No. Especially you wouldn't produce it. You wouldn't put it out there to everyone on Twitter, the commercial, right? So I think it's close to a dead bang lock that we are going to get this. And I like these ads. They're cool. I still think if you didn't follow me on Twitter, check me out under the description. I'll leave my Twitter in the comment section and in the description. I still think we need an Old Spice ad. Let me know if you think that would be cool or not. I mean, I think it would be hilarious to see like when the guy's riding on a horse talking about Bitcoin. Not the guy that's like in your face, but the really suave guy that says like, look at your man, now back at me, now back at your man, now back to me. Like that guy. That would be cool. Not super important right there, but I think it would be cool. Now, we have a lot of reasons why 2024 is going to be insane. I've talked about so many of these, but I just want to cover it just to remind you, because sometimes I even forget like all the things we have going for us. Bitcoin ETF. We just talked about that. It's going to bring in trillions of dollars that can now access crypto. The halving. We know that's happening around April. It's going to be causing the Bitcoin news supply to be cut in half, which causes there to be less selling pressure. Fed pivot. We know that they're talking about 0.75% decline in rates next year. And they said that they could even decline faster if inflation continues to come down quickly. Global liquidity. In turn, with rates being cut, the monetary policies are easing. Global liquidity is beginning to turn up. We are starting to see China pump endless amounts in with this only to increase in the U.S. More liquidity equals more liquidity to flow into markets. Fair value accounting, we've talked about this a lot. FASB now allows people to buy crypto and show not just the losses, but also the gains as time goes on. Election year, keep in mind, a lot of people are talking about a Biden bailout for the government or for the stock market. Basically, if you can push people's accounts up, if you can make them feel rich, they're more likely to continue to elect you. So they start causing the market to go crazy next year. People are very happy with them, want to keep them in office. Major altcoin rally. Keep in mind, Bitcoin has been moving. Altcoins have moved too. Some have done really well. This will make people super rich. Like, there are going to be so many people that have so much money that came pretty much out of nowhere, or maybe they've already been wealthy, but now they become rich. It's going to help the entire market. We could also get an ETF approved for Ethereum, which would be huge, especially since it's already deflationary. Sol futures ETF, possibility. And then stablecoin mass adoption. BlackRock have already handed or have their hands in Circle and USDC, and Tether is at the forefront, hitting all-time highs in market cap. Stablecoins are only the beginning. Now, keep in mind too, someone like USDT, Tether, they continue to buy more and more Bitcoin with their profits. Like, they've said that they're going to buy back, or they're going to go and invest in crypto with a portion of their profits. And they've been printing money over the last year, 2 years. So that is also beneficial. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Do you think the war is starting, the ad war? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.